All right, good afternoon to you wherever you're watching us from. Welcome to Football Connect on The Nation TV, a program where we analyze, we dissect, we give previews and reviews to all footballing actions in the world of football. And beautiful news for Barcelona fans yesterday, beating Real Madrid 3-2 to win the Super Cup. And it happened in spectacular fashion. We had in the first half we had two goals in the space of three goals, in the space of 4 minutes. And it was quite an exciting one to watch there from the Spanish Giants. But today, we want to talk about the Super Eagles. The Super Eagles are doing tremendously well in Morocco of the AFCON 2025. And live from Morocco is the Mr. Content himself. Is joining us. He is the what we will call in this day and age the social media manager for the Super Eagles, and nicknamed by Victor Osimhen, Mr. Content. Welcome to your for Lion.
Good afternoon, Dulcin. I'm happy to be here, and to be very honest, I'm in a very jubilant mood this morning because I know that the Super Eagles of Nigeria will be claiming their fourth African title on Sunday.
All right, thank you very much. Our in-house analyst, Mr. Adedamola Ogunbewo, is also with us. Mr. Adedamola.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much for joining us. All right. Straight to the point, Mr. Toyosi. Take us through the group stage, and even now that the Super Eagles are in the semi-finals of the AFCON 2025. We are the only team now with 100% record. We've gone unbeaten in the group stage. We also, defeated the almighty Algeria, as you will have it, 2-0 there to secure our spot in the semi-finals. Take us through the group stage and now heading to the semi-finals.
Well, to be honest, if we look at it here, we were not tipped to be one of the contenders for this tournament. A lot of people have put their focus on Morocco, Egypt, Senegal, Algeria, Tunisia, about 5 teams, even South Africa, 6. If you were looking at the top contenders, a lot of people did not put Nigeria in the mix, and that's because we didn't qualify for the World Cup. But in the real sense of it, I can assure you that we knew what we were doing. And Eric Shell's pattern, the game project, came into play this time around. Imagine having to go 5 games without drawing, 5 games without losing. And of course, we have scored over 14 goals. So this is something that you're going to be happy to hear about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. This is a Super Eagles of Nigeria that is not sitting deep. A Super Eagles of Nigeria that is controlling possession in every game we play. We have kept 2 clean sheets in 5 games, back-to-back clean sheets. And to be honest, it's in the knockout rounds that we are not keeping clean sheets. We didn't keep clean sheet in the group stage, but I can tell you for a fact that the players are determined to win the 4th Africa Cup of Nations.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Toyosi. So, what's the camp like currently? What's the camp? I know we've gone from the whole brick rain, and we don't want to go back to that. It's a past story now, and the boys are. We know the recent story we had is that the boys are back in first, trying to prepare ahead of the semi-final context against the host nation, Morocco. So, what's the camp like?
Well, they returned to first yesterday, and just to pack things and all of that in, they are heading to Rabat today because they are going to be playing the semi-final in Rabat on Wednesday. On Wednesday, yes, they're going to be playing the semi-finals on Wednesday in Rabat. And if, by the grace of God, I'm not going to say if. So Rabat has the semi-final and has the final, also has the 3rd place. So that is where the Super Eagles of Nigeria will be for the next 5 to 6 days.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much for that beautiful information. So it means that the Super Eagles of Nigeria will be exiting first tonight or today, going to Rabat.
Even before, I think before the night, they will be in Rabat because they have to train.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you very much. We know you're a busy man, and we know you have to return to other Mr. Content things. So can you just tell us, one way or the other, what are you expecting from the Super Eagles returning, going all out in the semi-finals? We are facing the host nation. We remember the Super Falcons also faced this Moroccan team in the female edition, and here we are again facing the host nation. Can you just tell us something in the build up to that match?
Well, as long as it's a fair game, Nigeria are going to win the game because we control the games more. We have played tougher oppositions and we have come out on top. We played against Tunisia, a tougher opposition. We won. We played against Algeria, a tougher opposition. We won. So, it's not like it's an easy route for us. Algeria were winning 4 games in a row, just like us when we met them. We defeated them. Same time, it's the same thing with Tunisia. They won, their ticket to the World Cup without losing a game. They didn't even concede 1 goal. So they met Nigeria, and then it was story. Tunisia, Morocco, they've drawn a game, and that is against what's the name of this team? They drew a game in the group stage. They have won 4 games and drew 1. They are very close to being defeated. And if we take away the penalties that they've been given, the dubious calls, I think that Morocco will never be, close to Nigeria. The only game that they played very well has to be the one in the quarterfinals against Cameroon. So apart from that, there's nothing to fear in this Moroccan side. Getting a hold of the attacking line, that's Brian Diaz and the likes, there's no problem for us.
Right, the draw you were trying to remember was that against Mali, the 1-1 draw.
Yeah, the 2
The
penalties,
1-1. Yes, we saw that, and we know that this, the team, we don't want to go ahead of ourselves, but we know the Moroccan team should not be a border for the Nigerian team. I mean, we have we have a stronger team, we have a stronger bench, even if Adedamola, would you like to ask Mr. Toyosi something?
Yes, and thank you, David. So I wanted to ask you about the formation, because I see that in this AFCON we've been playing a very different formation from what we normally play. It says that Coach Chile has been using a new tactic with Osimhen and Akwa Adams as the 2 strikers up front. And this is the first time that we're seeing something like that.
No, not at all. It's not the first time. It's not the first time. If we're going to go back into the World Cup qualifiers against Rwanda, now we went to play away. Akwa Adams paired with Victor Osimhen, and it was very good. Against Benin Republic, he paired with Victor Osimhen, was very good. We won both games, 2-1, and a funny victory over Benin. So ever since then, we've been playing both of them together, and the results have been evident. The game has changed, the formation has changed. Not like formation has changed, but since that game against Rwanda, that Akwa Adams took his chance, we've been seeing the same strategy. The only difference is Orlando is not playing, Benjamin Frederick is not playing. That's the only difference.
So I wanted to ask, who has been the standout player for you so far in this AFCON, of the new players that we've had?
I think I would not say, because in the starting lineup, Adams is the revelation of the tournament for me. The fact that he could complement Osimhen. The person that's actually close to what Adams has for us is Victor Boniface. But injuries and, God will have it. Let me say God will have it, because we cannot say he's not talented or he's not a serious player. But things are not just working for him in the Super Eagles. But, Akwa Adams has come in, blended with the Super Eagles immediately. He's complimenting Victor Osimhen. He's not rushing to score the goals. He wants to basically work for who can score the goals. That's just it. And his goals are even coming already. His assists are coming already. So, yeah, I'm pretty much pleased with Akwa Adams.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you about Bruno as well, who has been filling in at left back for us.
Bruno is somebody that didn't get a chance in Ivory Coast. In an interview, he said he begged Peseiro last AFCON, please give me a chance. But he wasn't given that chance. And even a deal to Nantes in France failed at the time. So things were not actually going well for him. In the first game against Tanzania, he didn't get to start. But from the second game, he took that spot. He has never dropped form. He's been good. His crosses, even though maybe like 40% of them might not be good, but 60% are heading into the goal direction.
Yeah. He has been very good in attack and in defense as well. Thank you for your thoughts.
You're welcome.
All right, Mr. Content, thank you for coming and joining us today. It's a pleasure, and we really hope that the Super Eagles of Nigeria proceed from the semi-finals into the finals, and we hope that we would not just stop at the last edition where we stopped at the last edition, which was the finals. We would proceed into winning the trophy this time, and I mean it will be a beautiful one to win our fourth AFCON title. It's been long overdue. Everyone knows
Yeah,
that
yeah.
it's been long overdue, and we are becoming to look like is the name the African Giants really our name. But now it's time for us to prove that we are truly the African Giants, and we have a big name, we have a big squad, and we have big names in that squad. So thank you, Mr. Toyosi. I
Thank you
would
for
like
having me.
to. You said.
I said thank you for having me.
All right, thank you very much for joining us. It's a pleasure. We hope to have you more and more.
Thank you, no problem.
Right, away from the Super Eagles, we started the show with that of the Barcelona winning against Real Madrid 3-2 at the Super Copes de España there at Saudi Arabia. And we saw we saw shades of games. We saw goals. We saw tactical display. Damola, what would you say about that match?
Yes, it was an interesting game to watch Madrid and Barcelona play their Clasico in the game. So it was good to see the best players, some of the best players in the world, play that game. And it was a very tight game. The results still stand. Barcelona scored, Real Madrid responded, and then Barcelona scored again, Real Madrid responded. But eventually, Barcelona had too much for them. Even though they went 10 men down, they still had too much for Real Madrid.
Right. Prior to the game, right, there were news reports that this could be the final test for Alonso himself, and I saw a different report this morning was saying Xabi Alonso would not be sacked by Real Madrid. But should this be a bit of concern for Real Madrid because over the last few games? Kylian Mbappe has been the one carrying them. And now that he's injured, we saw Gonzalo coming on. He is a brilliant striker, had the hat trick, a couple of goals to his name also. And we saw what he did yesterday also. And just away from the Real Madrid thing, do you think Xabi Alonso should be on the brink of being sacked? I mean, this is his first full season. This should be it should be a waiting time for him, I believe.
Yes, you're right. I think that you can't sack managers like that. No, he has failed a lot of big tests this season, losing a lot of big games, but
Even smaller games, I mean, Celta Vigo and all of those.
Yes. But I still think that the time period that he had is too short for you to sack him. I think you give him to the end of the season, weigh the decisions, weigh where Real Madrid are at the top. Do they win the league? Do they win any cups? How do they win the Champions League? And then evaluate the manager from that. But I think for now it's still too early.
All right, talking about another big team who has a coaching problem, Man United again. Even after sacking Ruben Amorim, still cannot hold up a win. Yesterday they were beaten by Brighton 2-1, and still the same Man United on the breaks of our play. This still the same team without lacking the gel, lacking the potential to go forward. They have individual brilliances. We saw Dogu yesterday. Dogu was impressive. We saw Bruno Fernandes doing his thing. We saw individual brilliances. But when it comes to a team play, there's nothing collective of them. And what would you say about that?
I think for Manchester United, they still have a long way to go. Where the club is going in the future. I think Amorim deserves a lot of the results have not been good.
So, but at the end of the day, the
the
season is done for them. They
are
are out
out
of
of
all
all
the
the
cups.
cups.
They are
Sixth
sixth in the
in the
Premier League.
Premier League.
And
And
they could really
they
end
could
the
really end
the season in
Trophyless.
the bottom half. Trophyless and in the bottom half. So it's the
the
situation that
situation that
they
they
are
are
in
in
now.
now.
That's just
That's just
Manchester
Manchester
United.
United.
These results are not shocking. They lost to Grimsby in the
In the
Carabao.
Carabao.
So we should not be surprised that they are losing right now. My only
My
hope
only
as an
hope
Arsenal fan is that they can get a result against Man City. In the Premier League. But aside from that, Manchester United really, their fans cannot expect anything from them.
All right, we want to see the good old days of the Manchester United football at the Old Trafford, where we know a win is sure for Manchester United. Here's how we wrap up the show. Thank you, Mr. Toyosi Afolayan, for joining us. He had to leave due to other businesses there in Morocco. And thank you, Mr. Adedamola Ogunbewan, for joining me on this one.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we hope that the Super Eagles of Nigeria will triumph into the finals of the AFCON 2025. My name remains David Bolanrewa. Till I see you next time. Bye-bye.